We're going to be talking about men's prostate and women's breast health with our guests from RadNet. It's Rentgen Alanis, and we'll go by Reggie from here on in, along with Susan de Alessandro. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So you guys have an event coming up on September 24th that's going to be covering these topics. Why are we doing this event? Why is it important to kind of get women and men at these events?
Well, we find that men really don't seek out information about their health until there's really a big problem. So bringing men and women together the same evening, it just opens up dialogue and makes the men more comfortable to receive the information that we're delivering.
Is there a kind of a stigma? Men don't ask questions to their doctors. You come back from an appointment and the spouse or the girlfriend says, well, what did they say? I don't know. I didn't ask him. Is there kind of a deal with men about their health? I don't get it.
Well, between you and me, I mean, we men tend to be stubborn. And,
yes, I'll give you that.
When we have different, what we feel might be abnormal, as in pain or whatever, we kind of just chalk it up. Maybe it's age, or we done a little too much exercise or whatever.
My knee's bothering me this week, but it's fine the next, whatever it might be. I'll shake it off, rub some dirt on it.
Little Google, you check it. Oh, okay, I think I'll be fine. But, we have to be very vigilant nowadays and be able to see, seek out help, if you will.
Because, the reality is men do die from prostate cancer. And that's one of the most preventable cancers out there if you detect it early. So what are some of the things that men should be aware about in their own bodies when it comes to this kind of thing? And it's time to seek help, not just, I'm fine.
Right. Well, prostate health is much like women's health. So there is a screening guideline, which is why we want our friends, our uncles, our fathers, our husbands to come and join us for the educational evening to ask the questions, learn about the guidelines, learn about the risks.
And that's reality. I mean, like we were talking about for men, and we're going to get to the women's side of these things in a second, but I just want to say, I'm one of those guys who I don't go to the doctor. I just don't go to the doctor. And unless I have to go for something, I have to do whatever it is. If I have to go, I go, but I don't. And I guess it's a weird innate thing about men who just aren't kind of aware of their own bodies and as in tuned as sometimes women are about that.
Right. And, it's an alarming number when we, especially if, when we hear that 1 in 8 men will be, they will have prostate CA, and they can check it through, the PSA testing, which is, prostate-specific antigen testing that can be located in blood tests. So it's very important. A lot of us don't go to the doctor, because we feel like we're healthy enough. We exercise, we do a lot of physical activities, but unfortunately, it's something that's hidden, and if early enough, it could be detected.
Now, on the women's side, when we're talking about breast health, there are so many procedures and kind of standards that women go through in terms of those checks, and they change sometimes in terms of the recommendations, but women are more on top of that, aren't they?
That's true. I think it's just the fact that we've been screening women for breast cancer for a very long time, and with men's prostate health, it's now a couple of decades out where we really have put focus on the health of the prostate. So what Reggie was getting at is that 1 in 8 men will develop prostate cancer. And you don't have to wait until you're very sick. It's very easily detectable. Men don't have to die from prostate cancer. There's the PSA, as he talked about, the blood test. There's also early prostate screening, which you can learn about if you come to our talk on Wednesday, September 24th.
So what are you guys doing differently to try to coax men to come to this kind of thing and get them more involved in that? Should we get women involved?
We're going to make it. We're going to make it fun. Yes. We're going to have some fun raffles, talks, exhibits. Time to talk to the clinician on just a panel discussion. There's nothing that's off topic. You will have experts there. Dr. Paul Tung is a radiologist, will cover general radiology. We have Brooke Caldwell, who's a breast specialist, and we have Valentino Bonev, who's a breast surgical breast surgeon. So panel discussion, you're able to come up to the radiologist and just speak very frankly with them in a very safe and fun, evening.
And Reggie, if they bring a spouse or girlfriend or whoever it might be, does that also kind of hold them more accountable to doing the follow-ups and doing what they should be doing?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. When you bring your spouse and partners, it makes you more. Some of us men, again, who are very stubborn, we need that extra push from some people very important to us, people that we love, people that care about us. So, women, girlfriends, it's definitely could be a little uncomfortable, but it's an extra, push for us men to, learn, whatever it is that we need to learn regarding prostate. So,
and I know from experience that women are good at the follow-up and telling men, go do that, make that appointment, do those things. So that's a really good thing too, right? Because they'll just,
That's right.
that's great. They'll go to an event, and then that's the end of it.
I feel as a woman, I'm very influential with the men in my life. I can talk to my brother. I can talk to my husband. I feel that if I'm making a recommendation, they're going to listen. And I hope that the people that are listening to us today will also be very influential with the men in their life. Get them over to our evening event, and I think that they will learn something.
Yeah, absolutely. And who can attend this event? Is it open to anybody?
It's open to anybody that is here listening to us today.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fantastic. And what message should we kind of be giving out to encourage folks to come to this? What's the core of what you guys want to tell people? It's like this is why you should be here at this event.
Learn about the guidelines, the screening guidelines, I think is the most important for both men and women, for men's health and women's health, and the most updated treatment options. And you're hearing it from the experts, from the radiologists, from the breast surgeons.
Absolutely. How important is screening? I mean, it's the standard of care, right, in terms of prevention.
Correct. Yes. Early detection is key. Screening, we have that again. Susan's mentioned the prostate EPS, the enhanced prostate screening program for men. That's a very important. If you're whether or not you're low risk or high risk, if you're within the age, we suggest that you go ahead and do the screening program. So it's very important. Again, it's healthy for men to make sure that they have a healthy prostate as well. So
absolutely, and the family history and those kind of things, while they may play a part, right? But it doesn't mean you're clear just because nobody in your family's ever had maybe breast cancer or prostate cancer, right?
That's correct. I think it's very important, though. I'd like to make one point. You should know about the guidelines, but you need to turn to your provider, your primary care physician, because they're looking at the whole picture, your family history, along with your current state of health. So it's important that you learn about the guidelines, you talk with your clinician. As Reggie said, just early screening is going to save a lot of lives.
Reggie, are we trending better in this anecdotally, or maybe you have stats? Are we doing better at pre-screening and getting early detection in the world of prostate cancer?
Technologically, we are. I mean, RadNet is at the forefront of imaging services, and we have specialized radiologists. We have fully trained technologists and staff as well. So that will lead to having basically better services for men towards a healthy life with their prostate.
Well, I know RadNet does a great job. I actually just had my mother, I had a screening. I took my mother to an appointment. Everything turned out great. Thank God. Everything's good. But yeah, great services there. No, we enjoyed the experience of being there. I want to thank you both for joining us, Suzanne and Reggie, for that.
Thank you.
And folks, make sure to get out that prostate screening. It's going to be on September 24th. The flyer's up on the screen for more information. And thank you both for joining us.
We hope to see everybody. Thank you.
Absolutely.
See you there.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.